In 2019 Mr. Olympia press conference is over and I have assembled the best parts of it in this one video, so you don't have to watch the whole thing, it's a little bit too long. So guys, like the video and subscribe to my channel for more Mr. Olympia updates. Enjoy.
This young gentleman to my left, no stranger to the stage. Believe it or not, folks, and we've got some stats coming to you here. This is Dexter's 20th Olympia. 2 decades worth of Olympia. Nobody from Dexter's first time in the Olympia stage, 99, nobody is competing still. And actually, you could probably get into the 2000s actually before we got to find somebody that is still competing. So Dexter beating Father Time himself, he's undefeated to this point. It's also, should you win this Olympia, Dex, not only would it be your second Olympia championship, as everybody knows you won in 2008, but it would also be your 30th victory. You already hold the all-time record for victories at 29. How sweet would it be for number 30 to be right here holding that sand out?
Man, that would be, I can't even put it in words, man. I probably...
Let me help you out here, Dex. Here, just kind of close your eyes for a second and listen to this. And new Olympia champion, Dexter, the Blade Jackson!
Probably start crying like Ronnie.
I was gonna say, Ronnie taught you that, didn't he?
Yeah. Nah, it would be pretty amazing, man, to be honest with you. And it's weird because every single time that I've competed on the stage, it felt like the first time. You know what I'm saying? Just to be up on this prestigious stage, to be in Mr. Olympia with so many great champions, me being one of them, you know what I'm saying? It's just a dream come true. And for me to win a second time, I can't even put in words, man.
Well, Dex, this year is very unique, obviously, much like the 212 in our open division. We have a title that's up for grabs. We don't have a defending champ. Now, in the past, we've done this many times on this stage, and I've always asked you, what are your chances, Dex? How you feeling against, Phil Heath, who was a champ, obviously, for 7 years? And your answer was always the same, which was, look, come on, man. If Phil comes in on, it's over. Can't beat him. I'm going to do the best I can, obviously, after that. But he's not here this year. And the defending champ's not here this year. But you're here this year. So you seem like you have a little extra pep in your step these days. You seem like you're running pretty confident, Dex.
Yeah, I'm walking a little faster, huh? Yeah, man, this is, when I beat Jay Cutler in 2008, all the ducks had to fall in a row in order for that to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because Jay at his best, I couldn't have beat Jay. I'm a realist about this whole thing. If Cutler would have came in at his best, I would not have beat you, Jay. We all know that. So that day, that night, I was the best and I deserved to win. Jay came right back the next year with my ass, so.
Proved you right.
Hey, but I got that one on my mantle when I walk in the house for the rest of my life. And this year is wide open, you know what I'm saying? And there's no one that I fear. I get messages all the time, these guys are huge and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, listen, all they do is in this lineup, I've beaten a lot better guys than these dudes in my career. I'm not being cocky. I beat Ron, I beat Kevin, I beat Flex, I beat all these guys.
Well, just to give a refresher course, Sean, who was on that Olympia stage with Dexter back in 1999?
99, Dexter was there with Ronnie Coleman, Nasser El Sambadi, Kevin Lebroni, Chris Cormier, he's in the house.
Chris is here.
And Sean Ray.
We're all retired and you're still going. You're like a vampire.
I competed against some of the best guys. I've had an amazing career, and I've been very blessed to be able to continue to do what I love to do. You know what I'm saying? Giving back and, always seeing you guys. Without you guys, write me every day. Whether it's love or hate, thank you guys so much for all the messages you give to me because you guys are what keeps me going. There's been times, even at Gale, that I wanted to retire. And I get messages from y'all, and man, it just lifts my spirits right up, and I just can't stop right now, even though I'm doing that. When I start getting my behind kicked, losing to people I ain't got no business losing to, I gotta go. But as long as my body's holding up, I always say my face look 50, but this body look 25. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Dex. One more question for you, Dex. So hypothetically, should those words come out of my mouth on this stage Saturday night, and that sand was in your hands, is that a good time to hang them up? You go out on top as the champ, as the Olympia champion on the Joe Weider stage? Or are you still cashing checks?
I love to compete. That would be very hard for me to do. Baby, I'm sorry, but I don't think I would let it go.
It's like Dexter's here to stay.
No, I can't do it.
Give it up for the champ, Dexter Jackson.
From one champ to another, our newest division, our classic men's physique, two-time Olympia champion, Roelly Ansley. Going for number 3. You're working with the real deal, Chris Cormier. Spent some time out in Arizona. How does it feel representing the Olympia title?
It feels great. Chris is, in my eyes, the best trainer around. So detail-oriented, and I'm just so happy to bring that type of physique, improved guys, to you guys this weekend. And thank you guys for your support and being such enthusiasts about classic physique and bodybuilding and, women's physique, bikini, and all the divisions. I love you guys, and I just want, and I promise I'm gonna have this body sing to you guys this weekend. Absolutely, with all this hard work.
Roelly, you started out as a bodybuilder. What made you choose the classic division over the open bodybuilding?
Well, I've always been a fan of the classic lines anyway, and there's a lot of open guys that have classic lines. I just happened to, in my early on in my career, it just happened to fall into place with the classic division now. If I want to go into open bodybuilding, it's going to take me a few years to put on some nice sizes, some nice muscle. So we'll see. We'll take care of business this weekend. Classic is alive and well. I'm so happy to be the front runner and the champion of the classic division. I'm so blessed and so fortunate, and hopefully, I represent classic as you guys know it and as you guys love it, and we will continue to do so this weekend.
Roelly Ansley.
Well, speaking of classic, Breon, the guy next to you has got that classic mustache working, Chris. I like that, man. That's like right out of '76, man.
Gotta keep it pretty.
Is prettiness going to beat this guy?
This year it will, that's for sure.
You had a whole lot of support last year, Chris. You had a great show. A lot of people arguably thought you could have actually won this title. So we've got a great battle with these two guys in particular, and of course, the rest of the guys making up the class. But what makes this year different than last year, Chris, other than the mustache, of course?
I mean, every year's a new year for everybody, Not everybody knows my story, I'm sure, but I had a bit of a rough prep last year. And that goes to say that nobody ever has an easy, smooth prep. We put our bodies through a lot, and it's often very difficult. If you don't know my story, that's probably good, because I was crying all over the internet last year. But, I mean, this year, I've been so grateful to have an amazing team at my back. I've been healthy, my prep's gone smooth. It's been a completely different year, and what I went through last year really kind of showed a new mental tenacity in me that I didn't think I had, and it's pulled out this year in myself throughout this prep, and it's just allowed me to push myself beyond limits I ever thought possible. And I really truly believe I'm bringing a completely different package to the stage this year, something I feel like I've been wanting to show to the world that I haven't had the opportunity to. So this year I'm really excited just to kind of show off a brand new look and bring something that's never been seen before. And
well, Chris, we're going to treat this like a job interview right now, okay? So we got Jim, you got Tyler, and you got Big Steve right down in the front row. So I want you to explain to them, like you're going for the job, the title, why they should pick you as the winner.
Or why?
Yeah, why should you win? Other than the mustache.
I don't think it's anything I can put into words right now. I think it's going to have to be something I'm going to show them Saturday morning, Saturday night. I think they're going to see what I bring to the stage, and they'll know.
What are you going to show them, specifically?
I'm going to show them a classic physique that's never been seen before. We're going to start showing you guys exactly what's going to shape this division in years to come. Perfect lines, symmetry, conditioning, everything you guys want to see, flow, presence on stage, and just kind of, it's a young division we're in right now. I think we're still kind of shaping the look of what we're looking for in classic. We've done a great job with Breon. He's got an amazing physique, but I think it's time for something fresh up there, personally.
All right, Chris Bumstead. Sugar Sean, guess who I got up here?
Your weight? Big Roelly Winkler. Your People's Champion of 2018. How you feeling, brother? All the way from Kuwait. Tell us about the prep. We know you missed your peak at the Arnold back in March. You had a slight knee injury. Out in China, you rocked the house. We saw pictures on Instagram and Facebook of you looking phenomenal. Where are we at today?
First of all, I want to thank everybody that's coming here today. I want to thank you from last year too, that the People Champ. I'm still happy with that. Nobody can take off from me. That how it's going? Yeah, the prep go very well. I start earlier than normal, and it's go very good.
Man of a few words, Roelly Winkler. Big warm welcome to the one, the military man, Cedric McMillan. Welcome back to the Olympia stage, Big Ced.
What's up? How y'all doing?
Cedric, why do they call you the one?
Okay, so early in my career with bodybuilding, I think it was one of my first shows, and my confidence was sky high. And as I got better and grew more, my confidence got lower, right? And the guy that was my mentor at the time, he would tell me how much potential I have and how great I can be. And I can't see that, I don't see that, you know, I'm not this, I don't have that like this guy or that guy. He said, you know what, you remind me of Neo from the Matrix. He is the one that was supposed to come and change everything, but he didn't even realize it, you know? And that's what he told me, and it kind of stuck with me, because he said one day, he said, you know, the way you pose is so different from everybody, your physique is so different, but one day you're gonna make everybody remember what bodybuilding used to be. And you're gonna be that one, you know, that's what he told me, so I embraced it.
Well,
yeah.
we've witnessed you win over in Italy, in Germany, Arnold Classic over in Ohio, Lou Ferrigno show out in Palm Springs.
How you know all of that?
I was there. I witnessed it.
Motherfucker know everything.
And now you're here. Is this the one?
Okay, well, look, it's a whole bunch of guys up here with a whole lot to say about whether this is the one for me to win or not, and they all are amazing, right? They're all great. One thing I can say is the road for me to get here, we all have our obstacles and setbacks. You know, some of us got jobs and families to take care of and still trying to pursue this dream as well. None of our struggles are any different or any greater or less than the other, just different. But I know for me, coming from a couple of shows I did early in the year, felt like, okay, I got enough points, you know, to be able to make it into the Olympia. It's time for me to put my military uniform back on and, you know, work all summer. And as I'm watching these shows, man, I'm seeing these guys winning and I'm seeing these points going up and I'm saying, man, I think I'm good because I'm tied at third with Luke, you know, and so I think I should be okay, you know, so I'm, you know, already dedicated to getting my military service done so that I can have the time off that I need to get ready for the Olympia. And that last show, Dexter won that show out there, I was in Tampa. And my damn name just, I said, oh shit, whatever. So I don't even know, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. And one of my mentors, his name is Mike Cox, he said, Cedric, why don't you just explain your situation to him? You know, let him know what you got going on and see, you know, see what happens. It don't hurt to ask, you know? And the first thing that went through my mind was, what about all of the guys that legitimately earned their spot to the show? And the second thing that went through my mind was, what about all of the guys that were just like me that were, you know, 1 point or so out? And then the third thing that came to my mind was, man, I got to buy bread and toilet tissue for my kids. I can't be worrying about nobody else damn household. I got to make sure my people straight, you know? So that's what I put my focus on. And, you know, so we put the request in and it really meant a lot to me for the officials and the heads of this sport and of the organization and this show alone to think that much of me to say, yeah, come on, you know, because I always consider myself this country boy from South Carolina, you know, nobody even know where I live. So for them to think that much of me to say, you know what, come on, you know, that was a really good feeling, you know, so I appreciated that.
I think that's a testament to your service to the country.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for that.
Yeah. You know, one thing I want to say before we leave, or before I'm done, because I think all of us got to go pee soon, but we come here to something like this and we're able to escape sometimes our personal struggles, the things that's going on out in the world. We can look at what's going on, you know, politically, and you know, just fighting for no reason sometimes it seems like. And you know, along with that, we can all be full of, you know, got this room filled up. Nobody don't give a damn what color the other one is. We don't care who each other pray to or our sexual orientation. You know what I'm saying? We all can just come here and be able to celebrate the sport that we love. And us as athletes, you know, some of us, we come here, look, I'm gonna beat this dude, and that's what my focus is, to get this title. But I hope that at some point, we can come here and embrace our diversity and be able to showcase that diversity as we come together and celebrate what bodybuilding is to us. And to me, that's the most important. So I come here to participate and try to do my best, because I need a check, man. I got a youth program and I need to earn some money. You know, I bought a bus with the money I won at the Arnold. I bought a school bus, man. I ain't no school bus driver. But anyway, I want to make this money, man, you know, but at the same time, this is a very beautiful thing that we are a part of, and we can fill that up with negative energy, or we can turn it into something positive and make it beautiful. And that's what I want to try to bring to this whole thing.
Cedric McMillan. Big man.
I don't know about all that, man. I'm just here to win the show. I'm just focused. I don't pay attention to none of that. You know, whatever they talk.
You didn't even hear all that stuff he was talking about, you, huh?
I silence all that. I'm just here for one job. I have one job to do. First and foremost, I just want to thank God for waking me up every single day to be living my life, living a dream. Thank you guys for supporting this amazing career, you know, bodybuilding, changing my life. So thank you guys for all the support. I'm just happy to be here.
Thank you, Brandon.
Brandon Curry. World travel. One over in New Zealand, one over in Australia, one over in Ohio, and Brazil. It's one place you need to win, and that's right here. Is that happening this weekend?
God willing. No, this is a wonderful opportunity for me. You know, it's been a long road, ups and downs, high expectations, but I can see the mountaintop right now. And I ain't ever been this close. So, you know, I'm definitely hungry than ever. And I just want to thank all you guys for coming out and supporting this great sport and just keeping this sport alive with your enthusiasm, participation. All the messages I've received, the motivation, I appreciate you guys. And I'm just ready to get this game started, man. I'm ready to get on stage.
Brandon, you spent half the year in Kuwait, like Roelly does, training for this one moment in time. Last time you won in Las Vegas was when you won the USA overall, correct?
2008.
2008. It's been a minute.
Been a minute.
11 years. Is this what it all comes down to? It seems like it's wide open. We continue to use that word as wide open. This is one of those competitions where 5 or 6 guys can walk off with their title and you're in the conversation finally. Tell us how that feels.
Man, it's just a blessing, man. It's a blessing. It's wide open, they say. But I'm gonna hold it. I got that door handle in my hand, you know. It's my it's my time right now. It's all about timing. And yeah, I'm ready to close that door, man. I don't see a better opportunity. I don't see a better weekend to have this happen. And it's all about now, man. And I'm ready.
A couple of short weeks ago, we saw you crash in the gym. Were you trying to sabotage this day, this weekend? The weights fell on top of you, or your head fell on top of the weights? What happened?
Hey, the video was just miraculous that they got the video. The Kuwait bodybuilding guys got it on tape. It was in the gym. And I happened to be doing some overhead pullovers, you know, normal stuff. But I got the stack a little bit heavy, you know. So when the weight went up, the weight went up to the top, got the machine off balance, and here it comes. So, you know, I didn't know how bad it really was until I saw, looked anyway, until I saw the video. There was a lot of noise, a lot of crashing, but you know, through it all, I just really didn't get anything but a little bump and a little scratch. So I'm just blessed that it wasn't worse, and it just kind of wakes you up to the idea that, you know, you know, any point in life, things can change. Just because everything's going your way, it can completely go a different way. So make sure you focus on each other every day and be grateful for what you have and seize every opportunity that you have. And it just really lit a fire on me that says, oh man, this is, woo! I gotta seize this moment. I got something I gotta take care of. So it really put me in the right mind perspective and let me know nothing's promised. And God's given me grace and mercy. So I really appreciate that.
Brandon, we all saw that footage, and it was scary. That machine come toppling down on you, and you know, God forbid you would have gotten hurt on that. But what you didn't see was the security footage that I got from Badr Bodai, which clearly shows Roelly Winkler walking away in the back with a ratchet set. Just saying, were you working on a piece of equipment that day, Roelly, or what was going on, buddy?
Yeah, I don't know Roelly. My brother would do that too.
He's got nothing.
The shortest guy in the open division. He's wearing the right hat though. Raider Nation in the house. You won the Arnold Classic in Ohio and Australia. And this is the one. You're Insta famous. We saw you on Instagram making a movie not too long ago. You had a little split from your trainer and now you're here by yourself for the very first time. You said that was a good thing, right? I watched this Instagram go up 500,000 followers. So you're here by yourself this time. Tell us what the biggest difference is that you've had to deal with coming here alone. You said you had a friend with you, but not with a coach.
Nah, it's, I'm gonna take this opportunity to thank the people who brought me over here. And that's my sponsor, Ultimate Sport Nutrition, Gorilla Red. I wanna thank the IFBB Pro League as well. I wanna thank the new promoters, you know, and I wanna thank the fans, everybody who came to see us. And to your question, I'm here with my friends, my training partner, and they look after me, so.
It's a lot different working with your friend than a coach, per se?
I'm here, so it must say something.
You like what you saw in the mirror?
I really like what I saw in the mirror. So.
Is it enough to take these guys out? You've been here for a while.
You know me, I'm not a talker, man. You know, I'm gonna show these guys tomorrow, and everyone who's saying da da da, we're gonna see tomorrow, man, what's gonna happen. Yeah.
Tomorrow night, William Bonak.
Tomorrow night.
We're gonna find out.
And Saturday night.
Man of a few words.
I want to be the first to welcome to America in his very first Olympia, Mr. Hadi Choopan from Iran. Well, it's taken us a couple of years, but we finally got you here. Congratulations, Hadi. Tell him to watch this guy. Hey. Well, Hadi, it's been a long time coming, but you're here and you decided not to go into 212, but the open class, the big boys.
برای اولین بار خیلی خوشحالم که بعد از 4 سال تونستم سطح بلوگ ویزا رو بشکنم و حاضر در جایی باشم که باید 4 سال پیش می باشم.
I'm very thankful to be here after 4 years of hard work. I know that I should have been here 4 years ago. I'm very thankful for the people and I'm very happy that I got the visa finally.
من خودم 4 سال پیش عضو مستر المپیا میدونستم، اما تنها چیزی که جلوگیر من بود ویزا بود. بیرون از المپیا با خیلی از بزرگا المپیا، رولی، وینکلات، دکستر مسابقه داشتم، همچنین سدریک، اما متاسفانه نتونستم تو مستر المپیا باشم. امسال خیلی خوشحالم که تو این جمعی مردم پرشور و بزرگای مستر المپیا حاضرم.
He's saying that he knows that 4 years ago he qualified for the Olympia, and he always viewed himself as to be an Olympian, so it's very exciting for him to finally be here. He's been in competitions with many of the gentlemen on the stage, as he mentioned, and he's very excited to be here on the world's biggest stage as well. Finally, as he said, that he's well deserved to be here, so we appreciate being here.
شاید من تبدیل باشم که تاریخ مثل المپیا تونستم جواز ورود هم 212 را هم اوپن رو بگیرم.
And he's saying that he's actually very excited and he appreciates the opportunity that he was able to compete and qualify in 212 as well as the open class.
و این خودش وقت رویه من خودش پیروزی حساب میشه.
And for me, the happiest moment was when I decided to be in the open class.
و اینکه دسته اوپن رو انتخاب کردم اینی که دوست دارم وسط کسایی رقابت کنم که واقعا رقابت داشته باشه.
And he says the reason why he chose the open class is because he wants to compete with the biggest and baddest that's out there, and to be in the midst of these gentlemen is an honor.
شاید نسبت به وزن خودم 3 برابر وزن خودم رو برد نمیزنم که این کار حرکتی نیست. من سر 80 کیلو لانگ میزنم به خاطر اینکه هدفم فقط این بوده یک مثلث زیبایی اندام رو روی سکو مثل اولمپیا ببرم، فقط نه اینکه عضلام بزرگ باشه.
And he says he might be one of the men that didn't handle the weights as big as everyone else, but the reason why is because he wants to show the stage and show the people as well as the judges in the IFBB a beautiful physique that with lines and symmetry, and also the size as well.
و هیچ وقت از سکو مسابقه هیچ ترس نمیشه.
And he's never been afraid to compete in any division.
و افتخار میکنم که در جمع بزرگان همچون شما و این عزیزان و این تماشاچیان محترم هستم.
And I truly appreciate the opportunity to be here from the people, the fans, the competitors, as well as the IFBB and the judges.
و به عنوان تنها ایرانی در این جمع از همتون تشکر.
And as the only Iranian here, I truly thank all of you for this opportunity.
Can you win?
میتونی ببری؟ میتونی بله. به انگلیسی. یسو بگو.
من دوست دارم که همیشه بدونم این ساعت دیدار بشم. هر سال تو این جمع حضور داشته باشم.
He says, I hope that I can always come back and have this visa so that every year I could come from one Olympia to the next as the winner.
من 31
31 years old.
6 سال ملی پوش بودم تیم ایران.
For 6 years I was part of the national team of Iran.
از بچگی عاشق مستر اولمپیا بودم.
From childhood I was absolutely in love with the idea of being Mr. Olympia.
و دوست دارم رکورد.
And I would love to set the record from year to year.
Can you win?
من هیچ وقت از بردن من امید دارم.
He says, from winning, I never say that I can't do it. I have every hope that I will win.
There you go. How did you think, ladies and gentlemen?
You said he didn't speak very much. From Iran to Texas, the King State. Steve Cooper, welcome back. From one Shark Tank to another Shark Tank.
Very true.
A little bit of a different feel for you, right? This is not TV, but it is lights, camera, and action.
Very much so, man. Look at this crowd. It's amazing.
Absolutely. We had a conversation yesterday about what a victory would be for you. You've been here a few times, 6 to be correct, right?
You're my 6th.
This is the 6th, which means what in the Kuklo household?
It's always an honor to grace the stage, being the biggest stage. It's our Super Bowl. Everybody's up here, you know, all these competitors, and you can see the expansion of the sport, bringing the women up here, and it's awesome to be a part of this. Every one of these guys I know train their butts off, and half of them disappear on the other side of the world, and we don't see them till the Olympia. But it's awesome to be up here with them. But you know, this is like you said, this is my 6th Olympia. Brandon made a comment about having to close that door and try to win this, and I got to say, you know, I spent 10 years as a firefighter paramedic, and I spent a lot of years kicking doors down, and it's time I kick that door in and show you what I'm made of.
So Steve, your last victory was here in Las Vegas when you turned pro. I should say your last victory was Indiana, right? You won that a couple of times?
Yes, the Indy Pro.
I remember, you don't remember. So you mentioned last night, the victory for you was going to be what?
Getting that first call out. I think if I get in that first call out, I can prove that I could be a contender to be Mr. O.
The dream of many of these Olympians, Bob.
Absolutely. I'm here with Luke Sandow from the UK. They're not saying boo, they're saying Lou.
I do hope so.
Do I need an interpreter, Luke, or are we good? Interpreter? Do I need one?
No, Nathan's not here. You knew it was coming.
Luke's my buddy. Come on.
Yeah, but wow. I mean, I've never even been to Vegas. Every year I watch this. I stay up till like 2 in the morning and I watch this in my bed or in my lounge. I'm an adult with my own house now. So, and just, just to be sat here is just, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming. Am I dreaming as well?
You're not dreaming, my friend.
Wow. Yeah, that's even better. So, how many British people are here? I know there's some over there because I can see them. Come on. Yeah, over there having your afternoon tea. Nice.
Well, Luke, just a few weeks ago, you were actually battling it out with Dexter Jackson himself at the Tampa Pro. You popped yourself in there to make sure you qualified. That's how important it was for you. You weren't going to rest on your points. You wanted to get out there. More importantly, you wanted to make a statement, and you did that. After the prejudging, there's a lot of people that actually had you ahead of Dexter at the Tampa.
I did hear that. Did you hear that, Dexter? I heard that too.
Dexter knows.
Dexter knows. He knows.
I'm trying to keep it quiet, but I won my straight ones.
Dex, were you worried about Luke when you saw the condition this guy showed up in Tampa?
Dude, I'm worried about everybody. That's why I'm always at my best. I see guys backstage and I'm like, dang, everybody looks crazy to me. And I'm like, that's one thing, I'm really bad at judging guys. So everybody look crazy to me, so that's what keeps me going and make me want to come in the best I can be.
Absolutely. It was a real honor to have that come out with you. I mean, it's so surreal. In fact, one of the funniest little stories I have of the Olympia is when Phil Heath won his first Olympia in 2011, which I should know, because it's the crux of this story. I was actually watching the play-by-play on Twitter as my son was being born. So no one stops me watching the Olympia, and now I'm here.
Luke.
Yes.
Can you win?
Yes. Maybe not this year, but I will win eventually.
Luke Sandow, everybody.
All right, we're going to move into the 212-pound division, our last year's first runner-up, Derek Lunsford. So thank you guys for all coming out, and let's hear it again, because last year was real quiet when they said my name. This year they know your name. Now they know, now they know. So, like I said, thank you guys so much for coming out. And I can sit here and I can tell you guys that everything just clicked with the prep, which it did. James Brown, my coach, who's been my coach from day one. Like I said, yeah, things just clicked this year, but I can sit here and tell you that I'm gonna be the last man standing on stage. But really what I'm here to do is tell you guys my purpose, my real goal. And part of that is using this platform as the 212 title holder to fulfill my purpose. My purpose is to build camaraderie, inspire people to do what they're passionate about. Look, there's an open class, 212, classic, and there's men's physique. Not everybody wants to be a bodybuilder, and that's okay. That's why there's different divisions. But we're able to use fitness and bodybuilding as a platform to fulfill our purpose. And if I can inspire you guys to do what you're passionate about, whether it's in fitness, whether it's bodybuilding, or whether it's something else, whatever it is, just guys, please just pursue what you're passionate about and do it wholeheartedly. And there's always gonna be obstacles, there's always gonna be times that you wanna quit, give in, and just say, screw it, and do something else that's easy. But I can promise you, if you just keep persevering and keep pushing towards your passion, that it will pay off. And look, I'm 26 years old. A few years ago, I just got started bodybuilding, right?
I started at the NPC in 2015. A few years later, I'm here. This is my third Olympia, and I'm sitting next to guys I've been looking up to for many, many years. And like I said last year at the Olympia press conference, if this isn't the realest story of how your idols become your rivals, then I don't know what is. I never believed that, or I never thought that that was a possibility, but I am clearly evident that, I'm proof that that is possible. And I'll finish off by saying this, is that just like myself, I know there's many other young bodybuilders out there who aspire to be on the Olympia stage, just like I was looking up to Flex Lewis. And I know you guys can make it happen too, so just believe in yourself, keep pushing, and if you want it bad enough, you're gonna make it happen.
I'm here with the points leader from this year. As everybody knows, we changed the standards for the Olympic qualifications for next year, but for this year, these guys, if you didn't actually win an outright show, you actually had to earn it by points. Lucas Alzadil from the Czech Republic.
Yes, I had to compete 5 times to get this 26 points. So it was much more difficult than last year when I won the Vancouver Pro. But this is my 4th Olympia in the Open, so it means just 16 more Olympias, and I have the same like Dexter Jackson, so it feels great.
Just 16 more. Just checking them off.
Just 16. It's good.
Well, Lucas, congratulations this year. I know you competed a lot. You earned those points. You were the points leader. And you are here back at your 4th Olympia, like you mentioned. You might be the dark horse pick. For those who haven't seen Lucas, he gets in incredibly shredded shape, and that's going to bode very well with the judges here at the Olympia. What are your goals this year in terms of placings? Can you take out some of these guys in the top 5?
Top 5 from the last year? It would be, of course, each step higher, it would be better, of course. So if I'm top 8, I can celebrate. But top 5 is too high. Top 8 is okay for me.
Top 8's good. All right, nothing wrong with that. Top 10 in the world is good. How many shows have you won, Lucas?
I have won 3 shows in Open, Phoenix, Vancouver, and Darnold Classic, Brazil. And also my first 212 show, Toronto Pro in 2012. So, but I don't count 212, I just count Open. It's too easy. Open, it's open.
Well, Lucas, here's some news for you. Just 26 more victories and you will tie Dexter Jackson for the all-time record.
Just 26. Yeah, it's maybe work for 10, 15, 20 years maybe.
Lucas Alzadil, folks. Big Diesel in the house, Juan Morel.
What's up, everybody?
Juan's been waiting over here patiently. All right, I saw some pics this week, my brother, on Instagram or one of your accounts. You're looking good, big man.
Yeah, I worked really hard for everybody else. I'm coming in really shredded. One thing I gotta say.
I saw that. Yeah, that was an impressive picture you posted. Now, not a lot of the guys will post pictures in the last week, but you actually seem to take the opposite approach. You don't mind putting what you got out there.
You know what? I thought about it 2 weeks out. I was like, maybe I should stop. But then I just kept getting better and better, and I was like, I was taking pictures and like, oh my God, I gotta post this. So, I couldn't hold,
You couldn't help yourself, could you, Juan? Just had to get it out there, Instagram.
Yeah, I was pretty shocked.
Well, that's good. Anytime you can shock yourself coming into the Olympia, that's a pretty good day.
Yeah. It's been a fun prep. Dieted really hard like everybody else. Have a lot of support from my family, friends, and very thankful for even my fans. I can't believe all the love, Instagram, DMs, all the support I'm getting from everybody. I just gotta say thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming, but the support means so much, to believing in me, and never have I I never really believed in myself until this year. I started to believe in myself, feeling better, and you guys have helped out a lot. Sending me the messages you guys send me, and telling me what you guys think my potential is, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right, Juan, Lucas says top 8 would make his day. What's a win for Juan Moreau?
Look for me to get in that top 5. I'll be there.
That means you got to take a few guys out.
I'm looking to be my best, and this will be my best. I've gotten bigger, harder, symmetrical aesthetic, and I feel that I've made all the improvements to be, and that, it's not about anybody. Like Dexter would say, when somebody's slipping, I'm gonna be on.
Got it, Big Diesel. All right, you had a few minutes to digest this. So Brandon Curry is gonna win the 2019 Olympia.
I'm happy that I'm not a guy. I like my phone, I'm a lot on my phone. I think a lot of people is on the phone. But I'm not in the media. Listen, who gonna win? Of go interview, tell who gonna win. If everybody do like that, why we don't take a ball club so we can do the witch thing and check who gonna win next year?
That's easy. Dexter Jackson, I think, is the answer there. Yeah.
Nah, I don't think I'll go to that, man. But everybody work hard. I see Brandon train every day. We train in the same gym. And really, it is everybody talking about Brandon, Roelly. I see Brandon every day. We even don't talk about, hey, you see that? Just tell me, I gotta win. Hey, no. You're focused, you wanna win. You train, you eat, you sleep. You try to sleep on time. That you have to work on. And we will see tomorrow we will win.
But really, the people thought you should have won last year. People's champ got that belt. Right here on the stage from David Becker himself. Well, the judges think you're gonna win this year.
If the judge say that, nah, I don't hear the judge say that. I hear the man self, 3-time Mr. Olympia, Jake Kittler say that. And, 4-time. And how I feel when he say that? Because I remember when I got the car accident and I stopped like 1.5 years, and that year he be for the 3rd time Mr. Olympia, and I come back to the gym just to see how big people on the stage for Mr. Olympia is, and I say, Jay, can I take my shirt off? I know I'm stupid, but I just ask him so I know how far I have to do, what I have to do to be like him. And now he's telling me, I hear his interview from, he think I go to win. That motivates me more to win that show tomorrow. Thank you.
All right, the last word. Going to the man himself, Dexter Jackson. All right, Dex, look behind you right here, my friend.
We got all the names of the champions on the base of this, and Dexter's is right.
Wow, it's got my name on the trophy already?
It's right there within reach, Dex. Oh, boy. It does have your name in there, actually, so he's right. It's right there, champ, right within reach.
Beautiful trophy, man.
Will you be hanging on to that Saturday night?
Oh, I believe so.
2-time Olympia champion, Dexter Jackson. 30th IFBB Pro victory, Dexter Jackson. Record holder, Dexter Jackson.
I've worked very hard for this year, man. I got my trainer back. Everybody know George had cancer, and he beat cancer, 100% cancer free now, so he wasn't here last year.
Where's George? He's in here. George Farrer, you here?
Where's my man, George?
So I got him back with me this year in my corner.
George
making sure he dials me in 100%. He's been in my room about 10 times already since yesterday.
George is undefeated, kicked cancer's ass. Good to have you back, George.
I got my trainer Charles Glass back. We've been kicking mine behind this year, and I tell you, this is probably one of the best preps I've ever had. you know, no knees, you know, no knees hurting and none of that stuff. So I've been able to really put the heavy poundages on, got my legs back and everything. So we're ready to go, man. You know, so, you know, like I said before, not to take nothing from none of these guys. All these guys are great champions. You know, everybody deserves to be here. But I mean, I've beaten everybody on the stage. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see no reason why I can't do it tomorrow.
Dex, obviously everything you just mentioned is paramount. Also, your birthday's coming up, isn't it, sir?
Next month, yeah. You make it sound like it's this weekend or so, Bob.
This week, next week. Gonna be 50 years old, Dex.
I will be 50. Yes.
That's a hell of a story, folks. We're gonna see what happens. One thing is for sure, Dex, history will be made right here on this stage this weekend, folks. Tomorrow night.